This week's question comes from Emma Court, who asks, what's the career path to enterprise architecture? My short answer to that one would be there's no set career path. People often come from IT, but by no means all. I've met up with real architects, a product designer, someone who actually designs the architecture of ships. Another one was a marine biologist, another one was an ecosystems developer. So people come from all different paths. It's not just from IT. The main characteristic that links all architects together is how things link together. That's the real important characteristic. Linked to that is that there are various levels or domains at which different architects work. There's what we might call the solution architect, who's dealing with all of the details for a single area, how those link together, a single project. Then we've got a domain architect like security architecture or business architecture or IT architecture, where we're focusing on the detail, on the somewhat specialist, but we focus on all of the detail. An enterprise architect, a whole enterprise architect, is by definition dealing with the whole, has to deal with how everything works together across the entire space. So a solution architect tends to have a lot of understanding of how things work at the practical level, at the detail level, at the implementation level. And often there's what we might call a T-shaped specialism, when people start to specialize into a single domain. But crucially, they have to be able to connect across the whole space, or connect with others. They don't need necessarily deal with others. They will connect with other architects in a team to get a connection of the whole. Then we've got, well, often that is the solution architect is often the first stage of architecture in any technical domain at all, when people finally realize that things do need to work together and work together better. Then we might call donkey's ears. It's there's a core specialism such as security or data architecture or applications architecture or process architecture is another, where there is a core specialism in how one area works, but a very solid understanding of how all of those different domains link together and how we connect across different spaces. And finally, we have what we might call a comb-shaped, which is a lot of understanding of different areas. You can never understand or have an understanding of everything. But we need, as architects, to be able to link across every different type of speciality. So we need to have just enough understanding to be able to ask useful questions across any domain or between any two domains. If we're connecting finance and HR or IT and logistics, from anything to anything, we're talking about the whole enterprise as a solution to a particular question, a particular story. So the career path to EA can come from anywhere. It tends often to come from IT, but that's actually a problem in a sense because we need the diversity of experience. But the other crucial one is be interested in everything, be interested in anything, learn how to learn fast. Those are really the career path to an enterprise architect role.